We love hip hop.
Here, courtesy of Say Cheese. This is Stevie J. Y'all know who Stevie J is? He's not only Love and Hip Hop fame, because a lot of people only recognize him from Love and Hip Hop. He's, you know, he's been around a little bit longer than that. He was part of Bad Boy's Hitmen crew. Pause. Okay.
Yeah. You and your feelings about Daphne, because she would gang them? Or is it that you sucking little Rod dick?
Yikes.
However it go, I want you to fade, nigga. All that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis? Curtis.
So basically, this is stemming from what I was showing y'all earlier. There's been headlines that have not been most favorable to 50 Cent right now. Ooh, what's this?
Everybody been talking about the Puffy situation. First, I'd like to pray for his family, his daughters and his sons, you know, his kids, basically. That's never a good sign for nobody to cheer about when it comes to kids or young men being handcuffed. It's a bad day for hip-hop, for the culture, for black people. Because when one looks bad, we all look bad. Because that's definitely not nothing to cheer about.
These guys are going crazy. Probably get me copyrighting all that shit right there. Let's see right here. Diddy's ex Young, and this is courtesy of TMZ. Diddy's ex Young Miami's pink cocaine claims slammed by sources. Sources close to Diddy's ex Young Miami says allegations are not true, and they claim that to have receipts. What's this? All of this about pink cocaine? I seen all of this earlier too. Let me go do a little bit of a deeper dive. Give me a second, gang. Now these guys got my antennas going up because they obviously this is stemming from Diddy's house getting raided. Diddy, Young Miami. Let's do that. It stemmed from Diddy's house getting raided about 2 days ago now. Ooh, I found something courtesy of the New York Post. Let me see if I could pull that up quick fast. Bong. So it says here, let me get rid of this pop-up. Oh, do we got a video? Maybe we could just watch the video.
So honored to be here. So honored. You have no idea. I say
screw this. Okay, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Young Miami, accused of transporting pink cocaine for him. So Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend, Young Miami, is being accused of transporting an illicit pink drug for him in a newly amended civil lawsuit against the hip-hop mogul. The City Girls rapper, also known as Carisha Ramika Brownie, transported the drugs known as pink cocaine for Combs on April 23rd, according to Rodney Lil Rod Jones. $30 million lawsuit. No wonder TMZ said that this is false. Anything coming from that Lil Rod thing, actually, let me pull that back. I can't say anything coming from that whole Lil Rod, debacle, but a lot of stuff that's coming from that is coming out right now to be cap. So I wouldn't invest too much stock in it. You know what I'm saying? But there are other things I want to get to. Let's get to some more stuff here. Let's do a quick search. 50 Cent. Which should we pick here? People Magazine. Let's go to People. So 50 Cent's ex. Y'all can see that on the screen what I'm looking at here. Oh, sorry. My bad. Right there. Okay, so 50 Cent's ex, Daphne Joy, says ex-worker allegations and ex-trafficking lawsuit against Diddy is 100% false. Ooh, I need to bring my sound effects back up for this right here. We'll get them back on in a second. 50 Cent's ex and baby and mother of his son is named in Rodney Jones' lawsuit against Diddy. See, this is the problem. Anything Rodney Jones related is just fugazi at this point. So it says Daphne Joy, 50 Cent's ex-partner and mother of his son, Sire, 12 years old, denies the allegation that she was an S worker paid by Sean Diddy Combs. Producer Lil Rodney alleges that S trafficking's lawsuit against Combs, 54, and Joy, 37, was an S worker paid by the rapper, according to legal documents obtained by the People. Joy refuted the allegations in a new series of Instagram posts. Let me see these Instagram posts. What's she saying on the gram here? Y'all can still see this? Hold on. I'll show y'all what she's saying here. Bong. So I am deeply hurt by the lies in Rodney Jones' lawsuit. The claim that I am an S worker is 100% false and character assassination. I am retaining an attorney to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney. Yikes. So we're looking like Lil Rod might be getting an extra lawsuit on his hand for this right here. And I was going through 50 Cent stuff earlier because when this news first broke, obviously everybody's going to have a field day with it, right? And he said, and now it's showing here, and he's the one who posted this, courtesy of Complex. 50 Cent reportedly seeking sole custody of son after ex Daphne Joy was accused of being Diddy's S worker. Well, goddamn. And he says in the caption is here, it is what it is. See you in family court. S worker. And obviously tags his companies. We went over this one right here. You moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy. So you moved back and then started receiving money from Brother Love. Now here we are, little S worker. Damn. 50's relentless right now. How many hours is this from? Hour ago. This article is from, well, let's see. Maybe about an hour ago as well. Maybe two. No, this article is from a few hours ago. So I don't know. Maybe he'll be changing his tune, and you know, hopefully she can, I don't know, clear her name of all this type of stuff that's going on over here with this Diddy allegations. Because anybody who seems to be getting caught up in this web, it just looks like it's just nasty work right now. Let me see what else is going on here with this Diddy allegation. Let's go to Academics. Academics has been keeping up with this like play by play. Bro, and this is Young Miami. What's she saying?
I said I'm really like I'm a like with a W. Like I'm a.
But define that though.
Like I'm a. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. I said I'm really.
Goddamn. Here we go. It says, bro, she been telling us the whole time. Y'all gotta ask Diddy for the price he paid. God damn. Let me see if I could get a few people to pop out on the live here. Let me know what y'all think of this as well in the comments. Comment gang strong. If y'all want to pop into this live and get interactive, the link is at the top of the chat, pinned to the chat. Okay, we are taking anybody who wants to jump into the live right now and give their 2 cents on what's going on here with this Diddy case. Before we move on, is there anything that right now that's missing? Has anybody found this nigga yet? Where is Diddy? I haven't seen any updates on anything like that, like where he is exactly. All right, I'm not gonna use the Instagram to find that. Let's see what we can find Let's see if we can find some reputable sources on these internet streets. Let's go to here. Let's do a quick YouTube search. Diddy update. Here. One day ago, 6 hours ago. Diddy alleged drug mule arrested. Everything we know. Let's see what's going on here.
Brand new video just released shows the arrest of P. Diddy's alleged drug mule, who was taken into custody while trying to board the rapper's private jet.
Who's this guy here?
We don't hear a word.
Is he a mule or the plug?
Paul, the alleged drug mule, but he doesn't look too happy when he's put in the backseat of a squad car.
Wow, this is really big. This is really big because
exec and producer who's been in the spotlight for and international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry. Why even name Prince Harry? There's no allegations against him or anything, but why bring him up?
I think it may have been a move to bring more credibility to the filing and say that, you know, basically he was.
Were you saying Franklin? You say that's the plug?
Using his fame, fortune, and influence to insulate himself. So he was able to legitimize some of the activities he was doing by having these lavish parties, bringing all these A-list celebrities, but somewhere in a back room or somewhere in another wing, you know, horrible things were happening. So the fact that Prince Harry was there does not necessarily mean he was participating in what was happening. And just because you were at a party doesn't mean you know what's happening in every inch of the house.
Cap.
If you think about it, if the party's being thrown in a mansion, there are various floors and wings. So it is completely possible that he was there and did not participate. Now, if you had said Prince Andrew, especially as a result of the allegations that came out in connection with the Epstein case, that they were close and that they traveled together, and you know there was a person that
watch Kanye right there. Is that pink polo Kanye?
Alleged that he had sexually assaulted her while she was underage. That would be a different story. But Prince Harry and the way that it was mentioned seemed to be very, again, just sort of trying to bring legitimacy and talk about these were the people that Diddy surrounded himself by to protect himself.
In this specific lawsuit, Lil Rod lists more than 10 plaintiffs, but includes additional names, like that of Brendan Paul, who's listed as Diddy's mule, who allegedly,
Brendan Paul,
quote, acquires and distributes Mr. Combs' drugs and guns. On Monday,
Yikes.
Paul was reportedly arrested at
the guy.
Airport in Miami while trying to board Diddy's private jet. Florida officers were working with Homeland Security and Customs when they found drugs in his bag. These drugs were tested and the results led to his arrest. He was
how much drugs?
Booked for cocaine and controlled substance possession.
So far, Brendan has only been arrested for possession of a controlled substance. And this is for the narcotics that they recovered, I believe, in one of his bags that was on the airplane where he was stopped in the airport, Miami airport on Monday. So they haven't linked that to Puffy at all. As of now, it's just for this.
I got to stop there for a second. Because now when I'm seeing all of these, like once we dive a little bit deeper into this story, Franklin Frazier says 4 O's. 4 O's at the Yale? What are we talking about here? You know what? Let me play a little bit more of this before I get my reaction. Because this shit is starting to piss me off. Not that I'm trying to defend Diddy in any way, because listen, there's way, way too much smoke for there not to be fire. However, a lot of this stuff sounds just frivolous. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of this stuff doesn't sound like it could be stuck to Diddy. It just sounds like speculation.
Simple possession, which is still a felony. The question that I will have and I'm curious to see what will happen is that whether they're going to use those charges against Brendan to try to flip him, to try to get him to cooperate against any type of prosecution against Puffy or others.
All of this means Brendan Paul is facing felonies in Florida and could even face more charges in the future.
I mean, a felony, you can.
So they haven't even arrested Diddy at this point. I don't know where his location is supposed to be.
So it's still a serious
Comment gang,
matter.
where is his
Still a
location
serious
supposed to be
charge because you
technically?
can do
What
jail
they're saying
time
right now.
having to deal with felony possession of narcotics. But just because he just got charged with those 2 counts, it doesn't mean that in the future he's not going to be charged with several other counts. It all depends where this investigation leads. But again, if I were Puffy, if I were anyone that were associated with Brendan Paul, I would be nervous because it's possible that he can't cooperate.
Yinke says they're currently reviewing
and
tapes.
actually sing on other people.
You talked about him.
Yo, Ian, if you want to jump in to the chat over here or jump onto the live, the link is at the top of the chat.
Behind the scenes.
Well,
You sound like you know a lot about this right here.
Know about, but given that I used to be a prosecutor for 16 years, when it comes to
Gypsy Undertaker says
number one, yes,
he's where he
willing
can't be
to
extradited.
cooperate. And that's going to be a conversation between the prosecutors and his.
You know, he ain't in
attorneys,
Bali.
We'll talk to Brendan to see whether that's an avenue they want to take. I mean, personally, depending on how much exposure he has in terms of jail or how much exposure he has about pending other charges that can come about this entire investigation. And
look at this guy right here. That's the face of the mule or the plug. Who knows? See, from what they're saying right here, or what it looks like to me, it looks like they're trying to get this guy, and then, you know, after they're done, from what you guys are saying, reviewing the tapes and stuff like that, Diddy's going to be ready to come through. He's going to be ready to turn himself in. But there's a lot of people who are just, I don't know. They're saying that these things are unfounded charges. These are not even charges, just accusations, to be honest. It's a lot of accusations with no charges. Obviously, this guy got charged because whatever, he had drugs on him. But to say that they're Diddy's drugs, y'all gonna have me sounding crazy defending Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I'm trying to do right now. But it looks a little crazy when you have all of these just wild allegations that start popping out of the woodworks. Okay, it kind of goes back to what happened with the Me Too movement at once upon a time. Okay, when they started to go and started coming down on what's his name there, Harvey Weinstein, right? A lot of that stuff, I would say everything that was coming through was 100% facts as far as the people that were accusing Harvey Weinstein. But it started a whole Me Too movement. And with that Me Too movement, more women started popping out the woodworks saying, oh, he touched me inappropriately. I didn't like the way that, there was essay, real stuff. But with that real stuff, then there started becoming more fluffy things that were coming around. Okay, like girls that just didn't like the way their date went, and all of a sudden he violated me. Okay, besides the ones that were just straight out just lying and saying that somebody R-worded them that didn't. There'd be girls that were like, oh, he was, the way that he was touching me on the date, it was really inappropriate. When she gave all the signs, you know what I'm saying? Or when she was cool with it at first, like I can't even remember the comedian dude's name, but he got fried for an Indian guy. Okay, let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. They fried homie. And in the end of the day, I think Shorty had to take it back. So I say all that to say, when a movement starts happening, the movement that's happening right now is the No Diddy movement. It's the, he's got all these different wild allegations because there's no charges. Okay. Now it's the pink cocaine. Oh, dude got the mule. Oh, Meek Mill, the free cops. Like, listen, Cassie, she got her bread. And from everything that came out from the Cassie case, it seems like a lot of that shit is true. Or dude wouldn't be paying up. But this little Rod guy, he came and muddied the waters. And then that's where now things get questionable. You know what I'm saying? We can't have to listen. If Lil Rod is completely on point and correct and he wins in court, I'll stand corrected. I'll take it all back. Okay? But with this whole Lil Rod case, now it's starting to make things look stupid, man. Okay? I understand the Homeland Security thing is a big, big deal. We're not going to dismiss that. But have we gotten any word back from all of the information that's been popping up, all of the different headlines, that the Homeland Security raid is something that's connected to the Lil Rod case? Because I didn't hear anything about that at this point, about those two things being connected. Okay? Those are two separate cases right now. And don't get me wrong, once again, don't clip this at this point here and be like, see, Friday's over there defending Diddy. He was over there at the freak offs too. No. I'm just seeing all of the different things that are laid out in front of me, and I'm not going to just take facts. I'm just not going to take the media as facts. Okay? I'll do my own research and come up with my own conclusions. You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping over here, gang? You know what I'm saying? Am I a Diddy defender now? Let me know. Because like two things could be true. He could be guilty as hell. But a lot of this stuff, you know, like Sean is saying right now, it's mostly speculation right now. Okay? And once again, I feel like I sound crazy just like bringing up points that a lot of these media outlets are just not being careful with bringing up. It'll go right back into the things that he says when he makes his rebuttals, and you know, when you see little statements from Diddy, right, or from Diddy's camp, or not his camp, his legal team, when they're saying that a lot of these allegations are false, they're trying to blackmail him, whatever different things that they say. Or like people say when, you know, they're in these types of issues. Dare I say sometimes it be true. Right? He could be doing the freak offs and people could be trying to blackmail him at the same time because he's contributed to a lot of nasty shit. I'm just saying. Let me see. Diddy feds subpoena multiple companies after. Oh, also one last thing before I get off of this Diddy shit. Pause. No Diddy. He sold Revolt. No More Revolt. Or he sold his shares in Revolt. Let me see if I can find a little post on that right here. It's over, man. Please have a pic. What's this? So TMZ got a pic of Diddy talking to the feds when they intercepted his plane at takeoff. Check out this picture. This pic showing the rap mogul wearing a white T-shirt and blue pants as law enforcement surround him and the rest of his entourage. Diddy got his back to the camera. Doesn't appear to have been detained. You also see 25-year-old Brendan Paul. Oh, the mule nigga. In the mix. Who was later apprehended. As we reported, cops say that they found cocaine and weed in Paul's travel bag. He was booked and later released. We obtained another pic that shows the same gaggle of people on the tarmac You don't see Diddy in this particular shot, much like the other photo we got of the exact scene, only from a different angle. But BP is right there once again, and in an unmistakable blue sweater. Okay, so there's another shot here. Am I tripping? I feel like I can see Diddy. That's the same person right here in the white. This is not Diddy? That's wild. You're trying to tell me that Diddy's not in that picture anymore. Oh yeah, he isn't. He has different pants on. Things that make you go, Well, there we have it for now. Okay. Obviously this is not over. They're looking for him they're not looking for him, because if they're right there with him, why didn't they arrest him? Diddy showed up later the same day, pacing around the airport, restless in the aftermath. So feds approached him at the airport and didn't arrest him. See, this is where this is not adding up at this point now. Okay. Why would they raid the crib, go to the airport, and not arrest him? Or am I mixing up the timelines in some kind of way? If you talk to feds on the same day as your house is getting raided, I feel there should be some type of repercussion, some kind of issues like, dude, we're raiding your house right now. I suggest, let's say we go back over there, or we're about to raid. Especially with that much feds in the picture. That don't make no sense. Gypsy Undertaker says, watch this be all a big comeback. Watch this all be for a big comeback music video. I don't know. Nobody want to get dragged through the mud for that, for clout that bad, yo. Like, that's crazy. I mean, I'm just seeing a pop up on my screen right now. I'm not going to say who's going live because I want y'all to stay over here, but all the headlines are popping up. Diddy, it's over for Diddy. Yeah, a lot of damage has been done, but I will say this. I don't think it's over. Weirdly enough, with all the damage that's been done, all it takes is just a couple of these cases to be thrown out, a couple of these charges or allegations to be, debunked, and he can start making his way back towards redemption as far as the public eye. Okay? If everything sticks, then he's out of here. You know what I'm saying? And you could obviously see he's already starting to make the moves. He's dumping a lot of stuff that he was involved with before. However, if 1-2 of these cases don't stick and they become frivolous in the public's eyes, look out for that comeback right there. Trust me.
We love hip hop.